got you.
Ghost. He's in...
Jim.
He was unconscious and hurt so badly, we had to take him to the nearest doctor. He'll stay there until he's strong enough to be moved to a hospital.
Is it safe to leave him at the doctor's? If the ghost should find out where he is, why...
Hello. Yes, he's right here. Dr. Henderson of Sheepshead Bay calling you, Mr. Tracy.
Thank you. Yes?
That's fine. Tell him I'll have an ambulance out there tonight. Doctor?
Hello, Mr. Tracy. Well, your man got away all right.
What do you mean, got away?
Why, in the ambulance, of course. They picked him up about 10 minutes ago.
The ambulance hasn't come yet. It's following us out.
Why, there must be some mistake. The ambulance came here. There was an armed guard with the driver who said that Mr. Tracy had told them to pick up Wilson. I don't understand.
I think I do. Which way did that ambulance go?
Why, east.
Come on, Bill.
The ghost?
It sure looks like it. How did he know I was sending an ambulance tonight? Dick Tracy calling State Police Headquarters. Dick Tracy calling State Police Headquarters.
Come in, Tracy.
A wounded man has been kidnapped by two men in an ambulance. They were last seen heading east from Sheepshead Bay on Route 106. Please notify all officers in that area to barricade the roads and make every effort to locate that ambulance.
All right, Tracy, I'll broadcast a general alarm. State Police Headquarters calling all cars. Calling all cars. Be on the lookout for an ambulance. Last seen traveling east on 106 from Sheepshead Bay. Look out for an ambulance traveling east on 106. Hold occupants and notify headquarters immediately.
Tell Apple to block the road on us. Call the boss and tell him we need help.
Right. Calling QR23. This is QR14. Calling QR23. Calling QR23.
QR23 answering. Come in, QR14.
The cops are wise. They sent out a general alarm for us.
Where are you now?
Going east on 106, about 10 miles out of Sheepshead Bay.
Try to keep going on Highway 42, then turn north to River Meadow. I'll have a plane there to pick you up.
Right, we'll try to make it.
Take a look at our patient.
He's out cold.
We got a long start on us.
Yeah. There's a good chance one of the patrol cars will pick them up. Highway Patrol.
Here they come. Stop.
Attention all cars. Radio bulletin. The ambulance just escaped from a police car. Turned off 106 and went north on 42. It is now headed north on Highway 42.
North on 42. Say, can't we take the...
We sure can. We can cut across on Elm Road to 42 and save 10 miles.
Calling QR 14. QR 19. Calling QR 14.
Okay, QR 19, come in.
Where are you now?
Going north on 42, about 8 miles from the meadows.
All right, we'll be there to pick you up.
Right.
There it is.
Another one, close.
Getting back.
Bill. Can't get to them. But the other two are still alive. Dive! Help! Quick, the shack!
Shack isn't very stout, but it ought to stop those grenades. That was a hand grenade. It must have real bombs. I think the road must be in that direction.
And the final result was we lost Officer Wilson.
Well, you're fortunate you didn't lose your own lives.
Sorry to be so late, gentlemen.
Mr. Tracy was telling us of a ghost's attempt to kill him.
It's fortunate for us that he wasn't successful, Morton. There's a large shipment of gold bullion arriving from Europe today.
You mean it's here at last?
The ship is scheduled to dock within a few hours.
Due to conditions abroad, Mr. Morton was forced to close his European banking exchange.
And the gold is coming from there?
Exactly, by convoy.
I'm sorry I couldn't let you know before.
I can understand the secrecy that's necessary in such cases.
Its loss would be a severe blow to me at this time.
Undoubtedly. One thing I can't understand, Cabot. Why were you notified instead of Morton?
I'm acting as his representative.
Cabot's an expert on foreign exchange law.
I see.
I'd appreciate it, Tracy, if you sort of keep an eye on the gold until we get it started on its way to Fort Knox.
I'll be glad to. When is it to be removed from the ship?
As soon as we receive authorization from the convoying nation.
Do you know when that will be?
A representative is bringing the orders to your home at 5 this afternoon, Morton.
I'll be on hand. Well, gentlemen, if there's no further business, I move we adjourn.
I second the motion.
Well, you're a little ahead of time, Commander. I tried to reach Cabot to tell him that our sailing orders had been moved up, but he'd already left. Oh, that's too bad. If you don't care to wait, I'll take the papers.
I'm sorry, Mr. Morton, but Cabot's the only one who can acknowledge receipt for them.
Well, I didn't know. If you make yourself comfortable in the library, as soon as I get into some clothes, I'll join you.
Thank you. He's ready for us.
I'll thank you to hand me that briefcase, Commander Oz.
That's the sound we've heard when the ghost attacks.
That shot came from the house.
Cover the side and rear.
Commander Horse! Commander Horse, let me in! I'm afraid something's happened to Commander Horse. I just heard a shot.
Let me ask that.
He's gone. I can't understand it. I just left Horse here. And now...
From the looks of the room, there must have been a lot of noise. Didn't you hear it?
I had my radio turned on while I was dressing.
Must have been playing rather loud, wasn't it, Mr. Morton?
Not particularly. Why, that's Commander Horse.
Have it. Where'd you find him?
Lying unconscious under some shrubbery at the side of the house.
What happened to you?
I was walking across the lawn toward the house when something struck me on the back of the head. That's all I remember. Who's that?
The man you were to meet.
Horse had a briefcase with him, but it's nowhere about.
Whatever authorization papers he had are gone.
I can get another set within 24 hours. I'll attend to it at once.
And the gold will be stored in the Custom House vault until new authorization papers are drawn, covering its transfer to Fort Knox.
Every detail has been worked out carefully. A hole has been broken through the wall to a chamber under the vault.
Good. Contact the men at once and have them proceed as we planned.
Everything's set. Next stand by in the wheelhouse.
Okay, let's go.
I think your worries are over now, Mr. Morton.
Well, I hope so.
Have you taken any precautions to make sure nothing happens to the gold? Guards are placed outside around the building. Bill cars and a Coast Guard cutter patrolling the harbor. And the inspector will be right on the job here.
You seem to have covered every angle, Tracy.
I don't think anything's going to happen. I'm quite sure of that. I suppose we may as well go. If you want me for anything, I'll be right outside.
I'm ready.
Gone wrong with the lights?
It looks that way.
How long have they been acting this way?
Oh, about an hour. Started right after you went out.
Aren't there two lines of juice running into this building?
Yes, one for lights and one for power.
That's what I thought. The only time lights flicker this way is when there's a heavy drain on the system.
You'll be ready for the crowbar in a minute.
It seems to burn steadily now. Whatever's causing it has stopped operating.
There they go again.
Somebody's cutting in on the lighting circuit. Let's take a look inside this vault.
Yeah.
Give me that combination. Go get the rest of your men.
Right. We'll pass the boys down to you. Give me a lift.
There's been an attempt on the customs house vault. Full speed ahead.
A Coast Guard cutter's after us.
Get me the rifle. I'll put that light out of commission.
Better turn off that searchlight.
Turn off the searchlight.
We're in luck. We're heading into a fog bank.
I can't see him anymore, Captain.
This fog may lift any minute. There's been an attempt on the customs house vault. Full speed ahead.
fellas after us. Get me the rifle. I'll put that light out of commission. Turn off the searchlight. We're in luck. We're heading into a fog bank.
I can't see him anymore, Captain.
This fog may lift any minute.
You know, Dick, only the secret council knew about Morton's gold shipment. Which one could have been behind this theft?
If I can find that out, I'll break this case. It was the ghost who killed the ship's commander and stole the authorization to remove the gold.
Do you think there'll be another attempt to steal it?
Yes, I do. Unless you arrest Cabot. His alibi that he was knocked out on Morton's front lawn while the murder was being done inside is fishy enough to convict him.
Well, why should he go to all that trouble? As Morton's lawyer handling the transfer of the gold, he had free access to it.
He couldn't just walk in and take it. He had to take a roundabout way to cast suspicion away from himself. And that's my theory.
Theories won't convict the ghost, Bill. But if your hunch is correct, I think I know a way to nab him. Get Cabot on the phone.
Yes? Oh, hello, Tracy. I've just been reading of your fine work last night. Congratulations.
Maybe you better save them until the gold reaches its destination.
Has anything happened to it?
No, but word has leaked out that the gold is being shipped by train. I called to ask if you have any objections to my sending it by armored car.
Why, no. No, none at all. I think it's a fine idea. I'll cancel the train reservation.
No, let it stand. The ghost is busy attacking the train. We should get the gold through safely.
Of course. But I'll be worried until I hear of its safe arrival. Right. Goodbye.
That's certainly handing it to him on a silver platter.
That's just what I wanted to do. They're loading an armored car.
You understand what you're to do?
Yes.
All right, Elizabeth, turn on the machine.
Lock her up, Tim.
Squad car number 15. Tracy calling squad car number 15. Tracy calling squad car number 15.
Bill, car number 15. Go ahead, Dick. Where are you now?
They're hijacking the truck. I'm on Highway 105, heading east, away from Route 14.
All right, we'll be coming. Keep in touch. Go ahead, Lieutenant.
Farm. First dirt road to the right, past the turnpike.
All right, Dick, we'll be there in 10 minutes.
We better be there. Tracy will be in the spot when they open that armored car.
Yeah.
All right, boy.
Come on, boys. Get this gold in that truck, and we'll blow up this armored car.
Gold, it's lead. See what's in that box.
I've got to talk to the ghost. QR-10 calling QR-23. QR-10 calling QR-23.
QR-23 talking. Come in, QR-10.
The armored car is filled with lead, not gold.
That means Tracy double-crossed us and sent the shipment by train as he originally planned.
What'll we do?
Stay where you are until you hear from me. I'll send some men from here to take care of the train at Aliso Gorge.
Yes, sir. soon as you open these doors.
These bales across in front of that door and keep those cops off. I'll get that guy in that armored car.
Dick, are you all right?
Yeah. We gotta work fast. Where's the car?
Right over here.
You'll have to get us to Central Airport in a hurry. The ghost men are sent direct to train at Aliso Gorge. Cosgrove, you stay here and take charge until we get back. Right.
there's nothing we can do about it now. Come on.
So bailing out of the plane seemed to be the only way to save them.
Worked, but I sure thought you were done for.
So did I.
Hello. Yes, Mr. Cabot. Ambassador Hotel. Well, Mr. Tracy's right here. Just a moment. Hello? 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 He hung up. He was so excited I could hardly understand him.
What's the trouble?
He wants you to meet him in the grill room of the Ambassador Hotel at 8 o'clock. Says it's a matter of life and death.
Why couldn't he come here? Something very phony about this.
Perhaps there is. Cabot has been acting strangely. That's why I arranged things so that he alone knew about that gold shipment. Then the ghost attack.
Then you think Cabot is the ghost?
It's possible. All the more reason we should meet him.
Why walk into danger? Throw him in jail and sweat the truth out of him.
We've got to have more than suspicion to make a move like that. We'll go to the hotel and meet him.
Coffee.
Ready?
Yeah, Tracy and Carl are both in there, and the music's going plenty loud.
Start the machine, Lucifer.
What's the matter, nervous?
No, but I'd have sworn that someone bumped into my tray. Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome.
Cigars, cigarettes, cigars, cigarettes, cigars, cigarettes.
It's all right. Don't be alarmed. It's all right, folks. You can return to your tables.
Where'd that come from?
Somewhere near the phone booth. See anyone near here when you were picking up the cigarettes for the girl?
No, but I did find this on the floor.
Why, that's one of the badges the mayor gave the members of the secret council for their help in convicting Rackets Regan.
Were these given to anyone except the council?
No, it's a special award.
It all adds up to Cabot. He's a member of the council, and he asked you to go there tonight.
You think that's Cabot's badge?
It might be, but we'll have to prove it. Call all the members of the council. Tell them to come here at once and bring their badges with them. Something important has happened. But before I go into that, I I want to ask Mr. Cabot a question. Why didn't you meet me tonight at the Hotel Ambassador?
Well, I don't know what you're talking about.
Why, didn't you telephone me and leave a message for Mr. Tracy?
Well, certainly not. I've been out of town, only got back an hour ago.
Perhaps there's been some mistake. I'm going to tell you exactly what happened tonight at the hotel.
Get ready to cut them as soon as I get the signal.
And this was dropped by the man who attempted to kill me. I'm going to ask each of you gentlemen to place your badge on the table in front of you.
Turn those lights on.
Stand still, everyone. June, get a candle.
Why, no, but this
Who
is
turned
your-
them?
See who turned off the lights?
Yes. Wait a minute. We'll investigate that later. Sit down, gentlemen. We'll finish what we came here to do. The badge I've just brought here has disappeared.
Why?
Now, will each one of you please lay his badge on the table?
I brought my father's.
Yours, Mr. Cabot?
Why, I had my badge.
Right, there's your badge at your feet.
Oh, thank you.
Are you sure this badge is yours, Mr. Cabot?
Well, yes, it must be.
This matter is by no means closed, gentlemen. For the present, I shall say good night.
Good night.
Good night. Gee, if this light's going off like that, I can't understand.
Well, it looks like the ghost tricked us again, Dick.
Maybe. But I think I'll talk this over with Bill. You pardon me?
I thought Tracy had probably marked the badge he found. But I knew he was suspicious of Cabot, so I helped the suspicion along by trading badges with Cabot when he laid his on the table.
That was quick thinking. No one seemed to suspect you.
No. Although Cabot did have a very peculiar expression when he looked at the badge. And he wrapped it in a handkerchief before he put it in his pocket.
What's the matter with your finger?
I cut it when I was getting the badge away from Cabot.
Did it bleed?
A little.
That's it. I must have left a blood stain, probably a fingerprint, on the badge Cabot picked up. That's what he was so excited about. We've got to take care of Cabot at once. Bring the machine.
Yes? Who? Cabot. What is it, Mr. Cabot?
When I picked up the badge, I noticed a smear of blood. And now I see there's a well-defined fingerprint on it.
Yes, go on.
Well, I thought you might be able to identify it.
I'll come right over.
Stay right where you are, Cabot.
Who is it? Where are you?
I'm in the room even though you can't see me.
You mean you're invisible?
Yes. Now you know why I'm called the Ghost.
The Ghost? What do you want? Why are you here?
I've come for that badge that has my fingerprints. I still have a score to settle with you, Cabot.
Your score with me? I don't even know who you are.
But you remember Rackets Regan, don't you? The man who was sent to the electric chair by you and the other members of the Secret Council? He was my brother. And you and every man who caused his death are going to pay for it.
No. No, don't.